Andrea Lewis, and you are looking at gangstargirl.com. Most people know me from Degrassi, The Next Generation, where I played Hazel, and I was also in a movie called Cadet Kelly, and a couple of things. And, yeah. It was, people ask the question all the time, but it's like he wasn't Drake yet in those days. But he's still the same guy today. So he's one of my very good friends, and it was good being on the set with him because we just had a lot in common, being both actors that were obsessed with music and being from Toronto and everything like that. So we always had a lot in common. One of my very good friends. So I dropped an album. It's called 54321. I dropped it on my blog, thosegirlsarewild.com, and it was a free download. And I wrote all of the songs. It's all different producers, mainly out of LA, and it's doing really well. Like I've just been getting a lot of attention from MTV and BET and different networks, and people are really enjoying it for what it is. It's a project that's really near and dear to my heart because the songs are like all about love, but not love like like screw men kind of love, not like that, and not love like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to get married. It's like just the in-between times in a relationship, the times that could be awkward, the times that could be good, times when somebody breaks up with you and you're heartbroken, things like that, which are all my actual story. So the project itself is very, it's very much me, and I'm glad that people have been receiving it really well. The music is like, I call it pop soul. I guess, people have asked me a lot to compare it to artists. I kind of compare it between Janelle Monáe and Beyonce, because some of the songs are a little bit to the left, but then at the same time they've got a very much a pop R&B appeal to them. So they are aggressive, but they're girly, and they're playful, but they're sassy. They're wild. That's what they are. Yeah. I'm an independent artist, but I wanted to, kind of do this route and have my creative control on the whole project and creative freedom and do what I want with it. And I'm just glad that everybody has been seeing my vision for what it is. I think every artist should have a chance to put something out where there's nobody telling you can't do something, and just do it and see where it goes. And this is this project for me, for sure. I mean, of course. Like, he is, like I said, he's one of my really good friends, and I honestly, I played him like my first demos. Like, we always talked about music for so long, so it's only natural that we're gonna do something together. But right now, schedules have just been like hella crazy, so we haven't had the chance. But when the time comes, it will be awesome. Toronto is an incredibly diverse city. Like, it's one of the most diverse cities in North America. People don't really realize that you have all different kinds of cultures. Myself, my parents are from the West Indies, so I grew up in a very traditional West Indian household, so I got a lot of exposure to reggae and soca and calypso, and then R&B and soul and all different kinds of music. And then at the same time, the city is filled with every culture. So you get exposed to so many different flavors in life, which I think helps all of the artists. You have Justin Bieber's and Melanie Fiona and Drake, and so many artists that are coming out of Toronto right now are just showing how diverse the city truly is. So yeah, it's definitely shaped who I am, because it's an incredible city. It's very beautiful. It's very clean. It's very diverse, and I think every artist that comes out of Toronto represents the city very well. You know what? I'm very pro brown skin. I'm like brown all the time. So, I mean, obviously you have pressures from media and stuff, with girls that are light skin or light eyes, and that's beautiful. But I know for myself, I've always been very much like, I'm a brown skinned girl, I'm petite, this is who I am. So I think everybody has their own beauty, and you just have to take it and run with it. And for me, I've taken what I have, and I don't care what anybody says, I just go with what I do. And the pressures from the media hasn't affected me to that extent. But luckily, I haven't been all like, oh my gosh, I wish I was lighter. I'm not trying to pull a Vibes Cartel or anybody like that and just bleach my skin. That would be crazy. No. So yeah. So Those Girls Are Wild is a blog that I do with my best friend Shannon, and We started the blog really because we wanted a place that we could just be ourselves. That we wanted, like my best friend, she's a writer and an author and a photographer, and me being an actress and a singer and a songwriter, we just wanted a place that we could be like, you know what, I'm gonna do me and do whatever I want. Our sketches kind of started because we wanted to be able to make fun of somebody and put it out there. And it's literally what happened. People were always like, you guys are funny, and we'd be like, whatever. And we literally were like talking about this guy, and we were like, let's make fun of him and do a skit. And we did, and from there we just went on a rant. And luckily they've all been received really, really well. We do a lot of spoofs on people's songs, and we just do crazy stuff that at the time are fun ideas, and then when we look back, we're like, that is incredibly embarrassing. I don't know why I even put that out at all, but whatever, it's out there, people see it. I'm a wild girl. I say it all the time. I express myself that way, and I'm not embarrassed. It's just who I am, you know? It's very hard for me to balance both, to be honest with you, because both of them take so much time and energy from me. But luckily, I've been able to, you know, kind of in the off season with my acting, work on my music. And then at the same time, I've also booked a lot of gigs based on my music. You know, I was in the Natalie Cole story, which was music-based, and I did a show in Canada called Moccasin Flats where I got to be a singer, and I did a movie with Nickelodeon called Spectacular where I got to sing. So I've had the opportunity of having projects that incorporated both worlds for me. So I've been very lucky with that. But it's a balancing act, it's a juggling act that I still haven't quite figured it out just yet, but I'm trying. It's one of those things where I guess if you have a passion for it, you just got to put as much energy into both. For the next bit of 2011, I'm working on new music actually, and dropping some more singles throughout the year, which I'm really looking forward to, just because 54321 has been doing so well. So I'm excited to give people some more stuff, and it shows. I'm doing crazy amounts of shows right now. So yeah, I'm really excited about that and just prepping for that. And it's kind of that time right now for me to just hit the road. Pretty girls should have a sense of humor because everybody likes a pretty funny girl. Like, there's nobody that's mad at that. Because I think, for one thing, people think pretty girls are just going to be boring and have no personality because they're just going to be like, oh, I'm pretty. And when you are able to make somebody laugh and break the ice and get some conversation going, that's when people appreciate you. So I am totally for jokes. When I do a show, I do jokes. You know, I'm always like, yeah, let's have a good time. I'm never like, I'm too pretty to smile. Oh, no, that's silly. Yeah. No, well, thank you. It's a great interview. And yeah, everybody check out the mixtape if you haven't already. Download it at thosegirlsarewild.com. It's free. Who doesn't like free stuff? And yeah, look out for more music.
Okay.